In a cold dark metal place, the rain leaves scars on my face. Restless I roam the streets at night and the day, staring at bodies with no figures in mindless states that retreat like terminal patients that wait and lay in beds wrapped in sheets of slate, housewives clutching their permanent stay. Salt water rolls down their head into eyes that bay. My eyes red as corridors ascend M65 lanes. Passenger seats suffocate my blade as I'm woken up by trains and steel that vibrate. My eyes red as corridors ascend M65 lanes. Passenger seats suffocate my blade as I'm woken up by trains and steel that vibrates my bed as I'm laid on this tray. Drunk laughter, a cage that silence works to decay in this pit made of clay. Children bred from the naked wounds to remain cold and unnamed.
Do you miss me? Do you still miss me? Do you still dream submerged in the estate basins with your eyes stuffed full of cheap lead? I watched children falling like bombs from the sky, the sons of tin men driving cars made of tin to work in the tin factories, ambulances armed in ruby territories that watched whilst we threw ourselves into the road, still hungry for a modern life. There's a policeman behind my eyes who taps on the glass windows, a library of 1,000 stone bodies piled up waiting for the man with the spade who drums a rhythm machine enough to purgatory, the one we dance to, reminiscent of how our mothers once rocked us to sleep at night. Do you miss me? A harsh salt water delayed on my cheeks and left nothing parched, just swelled, for I am a man of nothing and no means. Do you still miss me? Do you dream of the city when homeless hands reached downwards from grey and foreign skies with instruments designed to puncture pregnant wombs with artificial lights, intent of cancers, and starving hyenas dressed up as whores on Chester Road laughed as we drove until our tank ran dry, lost in the centre of it all as my friends and I collapsed on the pavements outside 1,000 offices and watched as drunk coal midnight realized into a definite nothingness, and watched as the ones who watched us moved in a way that bled into our oil-stained rags. We stood and watched as they drilled 4,000 shallow holes into Blackburn, Lancashire, out of distant and armoured nostalgia. Our shadows burnt into the red brick walls we once leant against, and we laughed as we forgot how we became, and the songs of our youth lost their meaning, owing us to become as lustful as the tepid something that left us in a previous existence. I stand here motionless as the sky opens up again, revealing nothing urgent, surreal, or of meaning. 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 This ritual became an M25 pastiche for pale-faced men with balloon thumbs piercing golden lances in their lungs as slaves for our cheap entertainment, and as we danced in nightclubs we imagined the floor was Margaret Thatcher's grave. Did you ever miss me at all in red Lancashire at night? Spirits visit me, hold nothing urgent, surreal, or of meaning. Nothing urgent, surreal, or of meaning. Nothing urgent, surreal, or of meaning.
surrounded by these men with shadows in their hearts and teeth, suffocating beliefs through the window. A mother's broken arms never held me close, armoured up in a Honda Accord. The lamps on the street like a veil in my eyes, on the moors where the pale one arrive, baptised in the sense of dogs and poor men. Preston Blackburn M65, each corridor laid with mines, and ghosts wrapped up in my movements blind. Emotions drowned, left undisguised, and the sheets in my bed like chains. And I pray that the bitch won't hit me again as I drive through the valleys that made of towers and flats, and the rain turned black in the country. The rooms that we slept in falling apart for the day in the dark as she stayed in my arms. Steel town smoke as we ran up the hill, and the wound carved out to the edge of the fields. I can't fall yet, wanna know how it feels. And you wake up back with the edge of the steel, wanna know how it feels.